everybody, I am coming today to make this video on this stuff I found yesterday at the Ollies called what is it called? Magic washberries. Magic washberries or soap berries, right? And I was looking at them and I didn't know what they were. Then it said organic laundry soap. And I was like, okay, and I started reading them, and there was a busted box, and they were all laying out, not this one, but another one. And I was looking at them, and I was like, all right, so this is what they look like. Little berries, that's two stuck together there. And they've been cracked open and the seeds removed. Right now they're a little sticky. This whole box is filled. And it comes with a muslin bag that you put the berries into to use when you're washing your clothes or making the solution to do whatever you're going to do with it. So it comes with this instruction sheet. See, it's got sticky stuff all over it. And they're magic because they say they will clean just about anything. Heavy soiled things, boats, RVs, sports equipment, tents, pets, people, wetsuits, dishes, jewelry, and more, right? So I was thinking, like, can I use this for my body? And I was trying to figure it out before I left the store. This box was only $5, and I'm hearing that they're really cheap. I haven't looked them up online, but I've seen people with large bags, but I couldn't find anybody who was using it for locks. I found somebody brown with natural hair, but her hair was not locked, and I wanted to see how does this work for your hair. So I took a few of them, 6. I put them in this pot in about maybe 4-5 cups of water, brought it to a simmer, and let it stay in there for about 30 minutes. Now, some of the people recommend 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and I probably went a little over that because I forgot when I came in. The air conditioner came on and I smelled something through the vents, and I'm like, oh, what's cooking? And then I said, oh, my berries. So I went in there and it had started to bubble over. So what I did was let the liquid cool in the pot with the berries, and then I squished them, and they started to fall apart, and then they started to make this sud here, some suds. And I was like, okay, it's just like on the internet. I saw the people squishing it and making suds. People were doing it various ways, putting it in blenders or bullets and making it into a paste, actually. It will get really thick. But this is a sud that I did with my hands. And so then what did I do? I took this and strained the liquid into here, and I cut this half with water. I put it on my hair. It doesn't sud in your hair. And I massaged it on my scalp. And then I put a plastic bag on my head because I saw some chicks doing that as well. And I let it sit for about 30 minutes or so. I rinsed it out with warm water. I wet my hair first before I actually put it on. Let it sit. Rinsed it with warm water. And then I went to look at my hair. Now my hair has been locked. It'll be 2 years in December, and I have not been putting any oil on it for maybe about 5 or 6 months, and I have not been using any conditioner, and I've been using the shampoo from like the Dollar Tree that has the stripping, I forget what you call it, astringent properties that will strip your hair of any oils and things. I'm not using any products. The only thing I'm using is rose water with a little peppermint essential oil in it, right? So I took my mixture after I strained what I was going to use in here, and I put it in this glass jar. You can see it's sudsy up at the top. It's a amber color. I strained it to get all of the pulp out, and I didn't use that then. I strained it over into this jar, and the pulp is here in this bag. I'm calling it pulp, but it's the broken up berries because I squeezed it and made the suds, right? So the box says you can use these particular berries at least 10 times over. you let them dry out in this thing here, and you can put this in your washing machine and wash clothes if that's what you're choosing to do. I'm choosing to use it for my hair, and I'll probably try it in the tub. Now, prior to putting it on my hair, I took a little bit of the suds from the pan and I put it on my face, and I rubbed it all around, and I forgot they said don't get it in your eyes, and it kind of dripped down in my eyes, and my eyes, they've cleared up now, but they were red all over. It's not a burn, it's more of a drying. I had to keep doing my eyes like this, and then I couldn't even open my eye. I had to keep it closed. I rinsed them out with water, and they were red for about a good half hour. This side more than the other, but they're much better now. I can see, I guess my eyes are clean. Clean. So I let the stuff sit on my head with the bag, and when I took the bag off, I went to look at my hair. Now, like I said, I don't have any product on my hair, so I wasn't expecting to have any type of residue. I was hoping I wasn't going to have any residue. But when I looked at my scalp and I scratched it like that, there was some stuff underneath my nail. And I'm like, okay, is that because of a lot of sweating that I was doing yesterday? Because I was working really hard at the food bank, giving food to the community, and I was sweating, and I had my head wrapped. So maybe it's all that sweat and natural oil coming out of my hair, possibly out of my scalp. I mean, from the follicles and everything. So I said, well, can't have that, because I normally don't have any residue on my scalp whatsoever, no dandruff or anything. I usually wash my hair about once a week. So I was like, okay, let me try it again. So I didn't fill it. I maybe did about 3/4 of the solution again, and I did not cut it. And I put it on my scalp, not in my hair because it doesn't suds. So I put it on my scalp, and I just scratched my scalp and rubbed it in for, 3 or 4 minutes or so. Did not put the bag back on, and then I rinsed it out. And I'm not getting that residue under my nails. I haven't scratched all around, but that's not something I'm wanting to see at all. Yeah, I still got a little bit. Can you see that? Yeah, I don't normally have that, so I don't know if that's from the actual solution. I mean, I'm thinking that it is, because I don't normally have that on my scalp. So that's going to be a no-go. It's less than it was the first time, and I'm not going to do it again. I usually will do a vinegar rosemary rinse. I have that in the refrigerator. I boiled, here's some rosemary right here. I usually will, this wasn't going to be part of the talk, but I usually will boil me some rosemary and keep it in the fridge as a rinse to help with conditioning, if you will. And I'll use a vinegar, mix with it with some peppermint oil. So I just wanted to come and talk about that, because I didn't see anybody with locks who was talking about this. I've never heard of this before. It's ancient. It says, I haven't looked up the tree itself, but I believe it comes from a tree called magic washberries or soap berries. The information that I found is that it's been used for thousands of years by Asians, or in Asia, and Native Americans. So check it out. Comment if you like. I'm going to keep working with it because I got a whole box of them. The busted box that was laying out, I took some of those and put them in my box. Because I'm like, well, my box was not quite full, and you can see it's still not really full. So I just took some of the busted box and put them in here, and I've got 3 of these. So yeah, I'll try it with my face again, with my hair again, and I'll probably put this in the tub and do a wash in the tub, because when you agitate it or squeeze it, it makes the suds. But it's not a real sudsing type of soap kind of thing, even though it's saying soap. If you were to do like this, I guess you would get some suds. I have to experiment. I'll come back and let y'all know what's up with this. So I'm actually letting this dry out now. So those were the berries, and they disintegrated or started to break up. They didn't quite disintegrate. Started to break up very easily. They have been de-seeded. I think I said that already. There's no seeds inside. They take those out, and they said you can keep using these until they get paper thin. So I've got 6 in here, and I'm going to use this a few more times and see what happens. So I'll keep you posted. Anybody have any comments or have used it before, let me know. And I'll get back with you very soon. All right, holla back.